It's time to man up. I'm gonna not enjoy this one, and I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Jupiter today. Oh, I love it. Jupiter's my favourite planet, but holy shit, it's big and it's scary. So let me just put my strap on and let's shit myself, but be really interested. Mars, Saturn, finding Apollo. What? Inner planets. Yeah. Oh, sorry, launch.
The dangerous giant.
Oh, don't say dangerous.
Planet from the sun.
Fucking huge already.
In the solar system. It is 2.5 times bigger than all other planets.
Oh, that's scary, man. Holy shit!
As we approach,
naturally
we can
gonna
clearly see the brown bands and red spots against the milky background.
Naturally gonna keep taking my glasses off and away just to
fucking that give Jupiter its distinctive look.
Yeah, and it doesn't look much on the screen.
Jupiter is surrounded by a deadly layer of radiation that would kill us almost immediately. Safe in the protection of our spaceship, let's take a closer look.
Well, man, it depends how close.
The most noticeable feature as we near the planet is the oval-shaped spot on its surface. This is the famous Great Red Spot.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh!
Named for its fiery red center,
hand shit me up.
Swallow the Earth 3 times over. Visible from Earth, the Great Red Spot is a giant storm capable of swallowing up other storms that it has collided with.
Actually, it's not that scary.
Its magnificence has ebbed and flowed in the 3 centuries it has been observed. It remains today as powerful as ever, with wind speeds regularly reaching over 320 kilometers per hour.
It's not coming across as big as what I thought it was going to be. Are we going to dive in?
Deep below the beautiful, swirling gaseous layers, made up largely of hydrogen and a little helium, is a solid surface of hydrogen, ice, rock and metal.
Are we going in? Don't shit me up.
The pressure is 1,000 times greater than on the Earth, and would crush our ship immediately.
Fuck me. I'm such a pussy with VR. But that is insane.
As we exit the orbit of Jupiter, we may just get a fleeting glimpse of the rings that surround the planet.
There is.
Although not as spectacular as its neighboring planet Saturn, these rings of dust, formed from impacting micrometeorites on small moons surrounding Jupiter, are still very impressive, creating a ring over 500,000 kilometers in diameter.
You're making it look like they're really small.
We leave Jupiter and go on to look at some of its fascinating moons.
Cable.
As we approach Io, we can clearly see that it looks a hot and fiery place.
Yeah, it does. How big's Jupiter from here?
The gravitational tug-of-war between Jupiter and some of its larger moons adds to the intense distortion and volatility of this moon, giving it a pulsating, writhing surface that is spectacular to witness.
Still fucking huge. Look at the blue North Pole and South Pole.
Let's get a look at the darker side of the moon, so we can truly explore and appreciate Io's intense volcanic activity.
I'd love to know, is this actually
Despite
how
its
big?
scorching appearance, this is actually a moon of contrasts, with temperatures ranging from an icy -140 degrees on the surface, to searing volcanic eruptions of 2,000 degrees.
How? Fucking hell.
There are 400 volcanoes on Io, including Loki, so fierce that it can be seen from Earth.
I'm somehow getting a decent signal on my phone from Earth. I don't know if you just heard that, but my WhatsApp just went off and I just kicked my remote, and that also shit me up. Oh, look how big Jupiter is, fuck. Oh, don't give me that breath, man. That is proper realistic.
Away from the surface, creating a thin sulfur dioxide atmosphere and forming its icy sulfur frost on the surface. The particles emitted into space from these eruptions
That is
contribute to
so
an
weird.
invisible
Every
zone
time I
that
breathe,
forms around Jupiter,
genuinely,
where its
that's
immense
when
gravity accelerates these particles to near light speed, producing intense
the vapor
radiation.
comes out. Doesn't help that one.
We
Glasses
leave
getting
Io
stings.
behind and pull away from Jupiter's grip to head towards another moon.
Oh, it's its favourite planet. But
Accelerating
fucking
to
hell,
1/4
so
the
scary.
speed of light, we rapidly approach the much more distant moon of Ganymede.
It's mad. It just floats there like every other planet. It's just floating there. Well, technically not floating there, but you know what I mean.
Although the largest of
Ooh.
Jupiter's moons, with a 5,000 kilometers diameter,
I thought it was gonna
it has
crash then.
few distinctive features, and less is known about it than some of the others. What we can see is that it has dark and light patches. Both have been formed from impacts with objects. The darker patches are old battle scars that have been covered with dust,
Fucking
whilst
hell.
the light patches are much fresher war wounds that have yet to heal. Aside from that, it is a fairly inactive world of little interest to us on this journey.
Ooh. They blew it. Why did that get blue? Is it because of the speed that we're going or something? Europa. This one's apparently meant to be really interesting as there's potentially going to have ice on it. I think it's this one. That one or Io.
Do not let this cold and barren and foreboding-looking planet fool you. There are many wonders to be unearthed
on
here.
it.
Can you see the deep dark tracks that cover this planet?
No way.
These are known as lanai, and are formed from the motion of a vast ocean underneath the icy surface, which pulls apart the crust of ice, and erupts with plumes of water.
That's insane. Volcanoes of water.
Underneath this deep ocean is thought to be a rocky
this one's
core,
really detailed
abundant
as well.
with metallic elements. A third and final fact about Europa is that it's tidally locked to Jupiter. So why is Europa generating such interest?
It's one that potentially has ice.
The energy from the
has
tidal
life.
pool, the rocky organic chemical core, the water from the oceans, the organic compounds, are all the elements considered to be essential for producing and sustaining life.
So that's what I've always
Below this icy
disagreed
surface
with.
could be an ocean teeming with life.
Just because on Earth we need water, well, we need hydrogen, whatever you want to say, you want air, oxygen,
Mark II.
and you want whatever. It doesn't mean that everywhere else in the solar system needs, or within the universe needs,
Man will
everything what we
undoubtedly
need.
land on Europa in the near future and drill down through the ice to the ocean below. What might dare we find?
Water, probably. Just throw that out there. Whoa, what the hell's that? Where's the random black spots within my spaceship? Imagine being able to do this one day. Just hop into your spaceship and fuck off to Jupiter for a day. Where is Jupiter? Don't shit me up. Don't just bring him up out of nowhere. Where are we going?
A quick scoot to Callisto now.
Callisto. Robot voices, robot accents are stupid.
It is the third largest
Fucking hell,
moon
where are you
in our
taking me?
solar system
Making me
with a
feel sick.
diameter of 3,000 miles, orbiting around Jupiter's main radiation belt. It is a very inactive world, with very few geological features, and is considered dead and barren.
I feel sorry for that planet. That moon. It's got a
This
pretty
mysterious
boring
planet of
backstory.
Jupiter, and its system of moons, 484 million miles from the Sun, has fascinated us for hundreds of years.
Where are we going
It
now?
has been explored only relatively recently by the Voyager and Galileo space probes, as well as the Hubble telescope. What further secrets will it give up in the years to come? This is the end of this part of our tour. I hope you enjoyed your journey, and will come back to see some more another time.
Yeah, I'll probably do another one now. I'd do Jupiter. That fucking door slammed. Shit me up. Whoa. Let's go on then. Let's do. Oh, this fucking cable. Done that. Do Mars or should we do Saturn? Let's do Saturn, and then I can clickbait the shit out of this and salvage the two gas giants. The two largest gas giants. Dips into Titan's thick atmosphere on the way to a close-up encounter with Saturn. Fucking hell. Okay, at least it's warm. Did it warn me last time about the inner? No, it just said Venus. It didn't say that was actually going into fucking planet. That shit me up. Dip into Titan's thick atmosphere. Just be aware of that. On the way to a close-up encounter with Saturn and its ice rings. Come on, Dan, you can do this. I'm such a pussy. Whoa. Can you move these? By the way, where are we? Okay. Can I move these around? No.
Directly ahead, Saturn, one of the most well-known of all our planets. A great gaseous ball surrounded by mysterious rings, it is the sixth planet from the Sun, and can clearly be seen from Earth.
Yeah.
But, before we visit Saturn, we will make a stop at Titan, one of Saturn's moons.
Itchy face. Just be aware, we're going into the atmosphere. Just don't be fucking scared, because I'm going to be shooting myself.
Although Saturn has over 50 moons altogether, Titan is the largest, and the only one that possesses a substantial atmosphere. In fact, this atmosphere is so thick, it enshrouds and conceals the entire planet, making remote visual observations of its surface impossible. Let us go down through this atmosphere, and discover what is underneath this vast cloak.
Okay, nice and easy. Oh, this is the scary bit.
Hold on, this is a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and methane clouds, and we are in for a bit of a bumpy ride.
Okay. At least it's warning you, not like fucking Venus where it just jumps in. Okay, that's quite cool.
Here we are. Take a moment to look around at the strange and alien landscape.
Well, if we've never been down there, how do we know?
As we can see,
this is what it
has
all
the
possibly
appearance
look
of
like?
islands, rising out of a huge lake. The lakes contain not water, but methane and ethane.
Methane, so it stinks.
Exploration of the surface by a small exploratory lander, OohDanOne, which took place only a few years ago, suggests that the island-like structures may be made of a wet sand-like substance. If we were to venture towards the south pole of this moon, we would find a vast lake that reaches down to over 35 meters deep.
Is that meant to impress me? Nah, that's quite cool, to be fair. I wish I had a lake that was 35 meters
of
deep.
This moon's atmosphere contains many of the same elements that make up our Earth's atmosphere, although the lack of sunlight due to its density makes it much colder. Despite this icy and uninviting environment, the similarity between the Earth's water cycle and a similar methane-based one may mean that the possibility of life existing here could one day become a probability.
I don't know about that. Well, where's the local chip shop? I understand you have to build one, but where do you...
Exploration of this world is only just beginning.
But where do you build
conceptual
chips?
missions such as a submarine to explore the vast lakes are being considered.
Arms, fuck. It feels weird having arms here when when I can't actually fucking touch anything.
It is time to leave this eerie but wondrous world. As we head up once again through this secret holding atmosphere, and out of the other side, observe the splendor of Saturn.
Saturn. God's favourite planet is Saturn.
From this distance we can fully appreciate Saturn's magnificent rings.
He liked it so much, he put a ring on it.
These beautifully striking discs can clearly be seen from our own planet, and give Saturn its prominence. As we get nearer, let us find out a little more.
I didn't know you liked salad. Let us get nearer. Oh. Nearest Saturn. Just reading the HUD thing, whatever that's called. I don't know why, that Saturn should be a scary planet to me, but it's not.
We can quite clearly see three main bands illuminated by the sunlight, with the middle being slightly more transparent. We can also notice a very thin outer ring.
Look at the amount of thunderstorms on it, fucking hell.
Closer inspection reveal that there are in fact 7 rings in total. These hoops of light are thought to be kept in place by the many tidal moons of Saturn.
That's sick.
Made up of chunks of ice that range from pebble size to building-like proportions. The rings spread up to 250,000 kilometers across, but are only 1 kilometer thick. As we move closer towards the planet's atmosphere, notice the bands of color that make up its surface. Although not as defined as bands on other gas giants such as Jupiter, there are clear distinctions of yellow, orange and gold.
What's it look like in 2D?
By high-speed jet
Honestly, it doesn't look anywhere near as good in...
combining with heat from the planet's interior.
As if you was looking at it through these, through the rift.
The large white clouds that you can see hovering above are formed of ammonia, and leave spectacular trails across the sky. Saturn is indeed a planet that has formidable weather conditions. As well as its fierce winds, the planet also produces spectacularly dramatic lightning storms.
The fucking size of it.
Although fairly infrequent, due to the extended time it takes for Saturn's heavy water droplets to rise, when they do occur, they can cover an area roughly the size of our planet and can last for many months, circumnavigating the gas giant in the process. Particularly prominent during the summer months, these intense storms can produce 10 flashes per second, which makes for a superstorm that is remarkable for us to witness.
Bloody hell.
Let's head away from the surface, out to a greater distance, and swing around to get a better view of the polar regions.
Okay, let's.
You will see Saturn again overhead in a few moments.
Where? Oh yeah.
We can now get a clearer view of the entire ring system, and the clear banding. You may notice at this point a strange hexagonal structure around the North Pole region. This strange phenomena with its sharp regular angles is fascinating and intriguing, but there is in fact a simple explanation. It is caused by the slow circulation of Saturn's atmosphere, combined with the strong jet stream that whips across it. This mixing of wind creates large vortexes that distort the circular pattern into a stable hexagon. Now, if you look closely at the rings, you can see dark spoke-like entities. These are thought to be formed of tiny dust particles pushed to the surface. These spokes appear and disappear throughout the year, but are at their most visible during the equinox season.
That is so beautiful.
As to where the rings come from, a theory linked to this is that they were formed when a satellite was ripped apart, and the outer layers were then drawn towards Saturn. Although in our minds the rings are synonymous with the planet that they surround, there is some suggestion that the rings are fragile and temporary.
Oh, they'll probably be gone in a few million years.
If this is true, then this adds to the evidence that the rings will continue to get smaller, and one day disappear forever.
Imagine just being one of the rocks, just circling our planet all day.
We realize that although there is much more to know and explore of this planet,
Well,
we are very lucky to have the
Fucking
information from explorations such as Pioneer, Voyager and Cassini probes, that have provided us with thought-provoking insight into this most famous of planets in our solar system. We will soon be coming to the end of our tour. Take a moment to look around.
It's Limp Bizkit fucking up your town. Download and show.
We finish with a view few get to see. What a beauty she is.
Sun's over there. Look at that. Fucking hell. Oh, why would you just cut out like that?